Yo guys, what you been saying? Hope you guys are amazing. Well, you guys are probably not amazing after the news that just broke out right now, fam. Hold on. We're gonna unpack this very soon. Yeah, give you one minute. Let me drink this, fam. Yeah, bruv. What have I got to say, fam? All I'm saying, yeah, is this is rather suspicious. I'm sorry, bro. I'm not. Hang on, let me just change my light in this thing. See, I'm looking fresher. Anyway, boom. This one is looking suspicious. Big man thing, yeah. Let me just sort of explain to you guys what's happening. Okay, what's happening is that Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder is potentially postponed as a result of Tyson Fury's team having a COVID outbreak. Yeah, crazy. Yeah. Now let me show you guys something. Yeah, hold on. Let me just share my screen. Hopefully that works. Yeah. Boom. Actually, that one. Boom. Let's go, fam. Yeah. Let me show you something. Yeah. Hopefully it shows my face as well. Boom. Let's go, fam. Yeah. Mike Copper just said this as well. Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder 3 will likely be postponed after a COVID outbreak in the heavyweights camp. Yeah. That's a bit double, but let's carry on. Yeah. No official determination yet of the fight proceeding as planned for July 21st in Vegas on ESPN Plus. Yeah. Boom. Yeah. Big man thing. Yeah. This is a setup. Last week, yeah, was it this time last week? I done a couple of days ago. Tyson Fury took a picture or a video saying, "Yeah, everything's good in the cap, etc." Bro, my man had marks on his face, bro. Yeah, a couple of days later, a COVID outbreak happens. Fam, this ain't coincidence. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I'm a logistical guy, fam. Yeah, man, I use my brain, fam. And hear what I'm saying. You can't have scratches on your face, yeah, and bruises on your cheekbone, and a week later, fam, or lo and behold, the fight gets cancelled because of COVID. First and foremost, yeah, let's do a bit of rewinding, yeah. Okay, shout out Craig David. Boom. Let's do a bit of rewinding, fam, yeah, and re-understanding what just happened. Boom. We were supposed to have the Anthony Joshua fight. Sorry, guys, if I'm not in a positive mood today. Yeah, usually I'm upbeat. Yeah. Listen, today, fam, I'm sorry, bro. Things I've got to down. This is why we're doing breaking news. Fam. Listen, I wish I had an overlay from the breaking news from like Sky Sports. Anyway, let's keep it moving. Boom. Yeah. How, first of all, was supposed to have to fight with Anthony Joshua. That did not happen. The reason why it didn't happen is because Tyson Fury's team were incompetent in creating a contract that was binding to the point where he didn't have to go into a third fight, providing that he won. Okay, which is absolutely absurd. First and foremost, yeah, I know like there's always a force majeure in a contract, yeah, but they didn't have it. After they were working for like their lawyers out there, yeah, they didn't even have a force majeure. Force majeure means that if in an eventuality of a natural disaster, this fight could be postponed additionally. You know the way there, like, that's how it works. Boom. AJ Fury negotiating, yeah. All of a sudden, lo and behold, the arbitration comes. When the arbitration hits, yeah, and the guy makes his ruling, bearing in mind, yeah, that something didn't stink along the way. When the arbitration guy said, "Look, this is the ruling," what did their man do? What was the first thing they did? I want you guys to think about it. What was the first thing they did? Did they offer Wilder a step side fee? Did they call what's my man's name? Eddie Hearn? And did they offer a step aside fee? Did they call the Saudis and say, "Bruv, yeah, listen, we've got to bring Wilder in this deal, yeah. I don't know what was happening, but we've got to bring Wilder in this deal, yeah? A lot of you guys just jumping in. I'm just doing a little backstory of what's going on, yeah? And this is why I think I'm a bit skeptical of what's going on here, yeah? Cool. Wilder, all of a sudden, yeah, or Tyson Fury's team, all of a sudden, did it refuse to provide Wilder with a sizable step aside money, or even come to the negotiation table with a step aside money. 2 days, 48 hours later, they had a signed, sealed, agreed copy of the contract ready to go, handwritten, boom, yeah, bruv, the contract, yeah, to negotiate all of that, or find a date, the venue, etc., took a hectic amount of time to find. Why is it? And then, man, guys, this is a contingency plan gone wrong, fam. Yeah, the contingency plan now needs a contingency plan. Guys, this is mad. Yeah, the contingency plan now needs a contingency plan. Yeah, mad world we live in. Yeah, let's move on. Boom. Yeah. We all talked about Tyson Fury's team being incompetent. Yeah, we all know this. Yeah, John Fury himself agreed that Tyson Fury's team are complete and utter muppets, fam, boneless, fam. Yeah, I'm sorry, fam. I'm gonna call them out straight, fam. They're wasting my time, fam. Yeah, boneheads, fam. Yeah, we're talking like, yeah, not fully up there, fam. Yeah, an 87-year-old man is telling my man, yeah, look, the fight's gonna happen 24th of July. Cool. Yeah, we're just gonna do it instead of AJ. Yeah. AJ calls my man out, and instead of sort of, if somebody calls you out and they're in the right, best thing to do is keep your mouth shut, because they would bury you in the facts. You know the way there. But instead, he wanted a bite back. Cool. Everyone's got the right to respond. Now all of a sudden, yeah, a couple of 4 weeks later, boom, yeah, Tyson Fury appears on an interview, yeah, with scratches on his face. Yeah. My man looked like he's been tubbed up a couple of times. Boom, yeah. 48 hours later, yeah, lo and behold, there's been a COVID outbreak on their team. First and foremost, guys, let me just explain to you this. Yeah, when Tyson Fury trained for his first fight against Deontay Wilder, he done the most to block out the noise. He went up into the mountains, went to Big Bear. He done the most, yeah. My man blocked out as much noise as possible, yeah, and he had a secluded camp. Let me tell you something. If these men wanted to go up to the Shaolin Temple, yeah, or like the big up, like all the way up into the mountains, and wanted to train, and they sent a runner downstairs, yeah, it's not a band, but if they sent like a runner, yeah, just to get the food, to get the money, but they're gonna dedicate their craft for 8 weeks up in the middle of the mountains, yeah, and just go ham in terms of training, would this have happened? Furthermore, yeah, Tyson Fury's, you know what's crazy? After all of, like, when it comes to anybody else, I'm gonna be straight up on this, yeah. When it comes to somebody else getting this sort of outbreak, for me, I'm a bit like lenient, yeah. When it comes to things such as health, etc., I could always be on the lenient side. Well, with Tyson Fury, I'm very difficult, like, to accept any excuses now. This comes to a point where was every measure put in place to prevent this? That is sort of question number one. Was every measure put in place to prevent this? Was it? No. Now they're talking about back going into September. Now this one's I'm a bit weird with this one, because I don't know what's going on, but apparently the arbitration said that they have to fight. They got a deadline up to the 15th of September. Now, how many dates are there in September? Like, how many weekends? I'm assuming there's probably about 4. But let's just say the 15th of December is the new date. They've got until then. So basically, in a nutshell, they've actually got until the 11th for the first 2 weeks. Slight tendencies, big up, fake news, disrespect by the LDBC. The fight's on, bruv. Let me look this up, fam. Yeah, hold on, fam. Yeah, hopefully I'm not stressing out for no reason, but you know what? It's very, very convenient. Yeah, the Tyson Fury gets got cut all over his face, yeah. And 48 hours later, my man is not like, hold on. But hopefully, bro, hopefully you're right, yeah. I'm gonna have to take your word for this, yeah. KRP says it's not cancelled, bro. I hope you lot all right, yeah. Big man thing. I really, really do hope you lot all right. But for me right now, I don't trust these stunts. I'm sorry, but I don't trust these stunts, yeah. Could there be a possible outbreak? Sky Sports and BBC are saying this on. Do you know what? Let's check Sky Sports then. This is what I'm saying, fam. See? You lot are G's, fam, yeah, for letting me know, fam, yeah. So I was gonna like be pissed. He says, all right, boom. Can I share Sky Sports articles? Sky Sports a bit funny, fam, yeah. All right, bun it, yeah. Bun that, man. Let's. All right, I'll show you lot, yeah. Hopefully, all right, cool. Sky Sports. Fantasy promoter Top Rank rejects reports that DLT Wilder trilogy fight will be postponed. Let me take away this Honda thing, fam. Let me drop down, fam. Anyway, Tyson Fury's reporter Top Rank have rejected the report claiming the trilogy fight against DLT Wilder has been postponed. ESPN reported that the COVID outbreak in Fury's camp means the fight must be pushed back from its 24. So ESPN are saying one thing and Sky Sports are saying another. A statement from Top Rank. Okay, we've got a statement, fam. All right, cool. Boom. Let's see what these men say. A statement from Top Rank to Sky Sports said, "We continue to monitor the health status of Tyson and his team, and the status of the event has not changed to date." Has this. Why does he did not come? I'm not surprised, fam. Yeah, why does team don't? You know what's crazy? Yeah. I just clocked something, yeah. Someone in Fury's give has it, but not Fury. You know, so like with regard to that, yeah, it's tough because if somebody in your team has a COVID, I don't know what the American protocols are. But to my understanding, they change the rules all the time, fam. This is what I'm saying, fam. Yeah, when you change the rules all the time, bro. I can't keep up with all of these updates. So apparently the rules are if somebody within your camp gets a COVID outbreak, then all of those individuals involved have to self-isolate. Because 2 weeks ago, Mason Mount, who plays for England, and Ben Chilwell, who plays for England, all had to self-isolate because they were around Billy Gilmore, who plays for Scotland football team, and there was a COVID outbreak, but not the whole Scotland team. It was a bit messed up, yeah. Mike Coventry get to the ESPN news first, give it another 24 hours, you see the September date getting talked about. Fam, it's got to be by the 11th of September. Otherwise, arbitration doesn't really continue. And then that means Fury can discontinue the contract. So so they've got to do it within the next, I don't know, September. Now, I don't know how that's going to mess up their schedules. Boom. Man, come check out the ESPN news. I'm sure that everyone is fully vaccinated. Bruv, you never know, fam. Yeah, with these Furies, I'm sorry, but I don't trust these Tons, fam. Yeah. You would expect them, bruv. The same way I would have expected them, yeah, to not talk about the AJ fight before the Fury, before the Wilder trilogy. Or maybe they would have negotiated that last year. But you know what? I don't trust these ones, fam, yeah? Like, bruv, it's tough, bruv, yeah? And see, then bruv, see what? Yeah, I'm coming back, bro. I'm coming back, fam, yeah? I've been out of shape for bruv. All I'm saying, yeah, I gotta get back into decent shape, bruv. Because right now, it's looking peak, but I'm not a fighter, fam. I'm just like an ordinary guy, fam. Tyson Fury fights for ESPN. His last 4 fights have been on ESPN, and ESPN are the ones that are saying this from. Yeah, and bloody Sky Sports are saying different from Top Rank. But you know what? The idea of this getting cancelled, it don't surprise me, fam. I'm sorry, bro. Man's got cuts on his face, fam. Yeah. Bro. COVID outbreak because you got cut, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah. Let me tell you something about these sports people, yeah. I think Frank Lampard had an injury back in the day. Yeah, Frank Lampard plays for Chelsea. For those of you guys that know about football, and he's one of the best ever like Chelsea football players of all time. Okay, that guy in England as well. That guy, I think he had he slipped and then he hit his balls or something. It was something along those lines. He hit his balls or something. Yeah, bruv. Do you know what they said? You know what they said when it comes to the press conferences and stuff. Yeah, they just said he's got a hamstring injury, fam. Yeah. So when you hear these dons, fam, yeah, telling you about this injury, that injury, best believe, yeah, if they if you I don't know if let's just say they fell, fam, yeah, and then they cut their balls here with a bit of glass, fam. All I'm saying, bro, you man are not going to know, fam. You man, the news you're gonna hear here is Tyson Fury pulled his shoulder injury, or he pulled like an abdominal muscle, fam. Something that could stick, yeah. That's what they're going to do, yeah. I won't trust these dons. I don't think anybody cared about this trilogy. Nobody wanted it, bruv. Facts, fam. Who wanted it, fam? I didn't want it, fam. I was pissed. Bro, you know when someone asked me, who do you think's going to be Wilder Fury, fam? I look at them like, bro, I don't want to hear it, fam. I want to hear Wilder versus, or AJ versus Fury, bro. I'm not hearing all of this, everything else, yeah? And it might, literally, I was thinking, someone asked me this, are you going to stay up for a fight? I said, you know what, fam? Honestly, I'm thinking about not staying up, fam, yeah? Closer to the fight, I might get persuaded, but honestly, I was like, you know what? Bruv, if they piss me off so much, yeah, I wasn't interested in a fight from. Not cancelled, just postponed. September is a good month for heavyweight. AJ versus Usyk, now Fury versus Wilder. The only reason why AJ is fighting in September is because of Fury. The only reason why Wilder is fighting in September is because of Fury again, fam. So Fury is now the delayed, bruv. Fury is delaying things, bruv. This Fury guy, fam, he's delaying the thing, fam. Bruv. Literally, imagine buying flights, man. First of all, yeah, for fights for top rank fights, I wouldn't get a flight unless it's like a week before, because and you know what? Let's talk about this, fam. Yeah, but Frank Warren's fighter, fam. Yeah, Frank Warren's fight. This fight this weekend was with Anthony Yard. Anthony Yard, his opponent pulled out for whatever reason, fam. His opponent pulled out. There's no actual contingency, fam. Have you not clocked this, fam? Yeah, Ramla Ali, fam. Yeah, who works for 258 manager, or that's AJ's sort of camp here. AJ's team manages her, and Eddie Hearn as well promotes her. Her opponent, and you know how hard it is to get women boxing opponents. It's very difficult. Her opponent pulled out, yeah, and within a couple of days they got a new opponent. So all of these within half a week, I think that their opponent pulled out last week or something. Bro, you know how many men will be lining up to fight Anthony Yard, fam? There'll be queues, fam, light heavyweights ready to go, fam. Yeah, last minute, 4 days notice, 5 days notice, it don't matter, fam. These men are ready, fam. And get some, literally, you could pay somebody that's about to fight within the next couple of weeks because they're already in shape anyway. Just fight this guy instead. You know what I mean? There. So I don't know what's going on, bro. Big up Zach as well. Yeah. Big up Zach. Tyson Fury don't want the smoke from AJ. Bro, you don't want the smoke. You don't want the smoke, bro. Bro, I don't know what these men want. Yeah. You know when, with regards to Wilder, yeah, Wilder he fights whoever respects him, whoever likes him, yeah, whoever cares about him. That's who he actually fights. He fights people that he thinks he can beat with comfort and ease. You don't actually fight people he don't like. I've just clocked that. You don't fight people he actually despises. He doesn't. Gerald Big Baby Miller doesn't fight him. Yeah. What's his name? AJ doesn't fight him. White that called him out, I cussed him out a couple of times. He wouldn't fight him. Yeah. At least he's got a mantra, fam. Fury, I don't know what he wants. You know them dogs, you don't know what they want, yeah? it's very difficult to predict what your mojo is. For me, he wants to make money. Fam. Fury just wants to make money, and that's it. I've just clocked that. Yeah, his mojo is I want to make peace. Fam. Yeah. With the Wilder situation, a lot of people say, yeah, but Wilder or AJ versus Fury would have made more money than Wilder versus Fury. Not over a 3-fight span. If you fight Wilder, AJ, and AJ, that's gonna make more money than AJ, and then bloody like Tom Swartz or something, or bloody Otto Wallin, or bloody like a nobody fan. Yeah, combine those 3 fights together, that's like the Wilder and AJ fights combined will make a lot more money, and hence why he would choose that, because he's only got 3. In my opinion, he's only got 2 or 3 fights left in his career, and he's cutting from. Yeah, will Frank Warren ever be at Wilder? Would Frank Warren even be at the Wilder versus Fury if it goes ahead, because Joe Joyce is on the same night? Bruv, they don't care. Frank Warren would. Actually, you know what? That's a great question, because I'm not sure whether he'll be accepted a visa 24th of July. I don't know what the American legislation or bloody border force are saying, fam. Yeah, are they? It's tough, because I heard about somebody, who was it? Boxing Social. It was Rob Tebbutt, and he was saying that he was denied a visa under the Biden administration. So I don't know. Maybe they would reject him anyway. So even if he wanted to go, they probably say no. But it don't really matter. They'll send his son. His son went the other day to the US, I believe, to my understanding. Boxing legit mafia sport, bruv. That 100%, bro. 100, bruv. It started on the mafia, fam. The famous picture with Muhammad Ali standing over his opponent, just like shouting as well. That opponent is Sonny Liston. Sonny Liston, before he was in boxing, yeah, and his manager as well, they used to work for the Lucchese family. Those are one of the 5 big families in New York. The Lucchese family is like, the 5 families of New York, where they would do, the way there, yeah. Look him up, yeah. He will be a debt collector, and my man will knock on people's doors and be debt collecting, which is absolutely. And then he went into boxing. His fight with Muhammad Ali was actually his fight with Muhammad Ali was he was massive favorite. And what happened in that fight is that allegedly, yeah, somebody paid him to take a little dive, do like a Neymar, yeah, in the middle of the ring, so that somebody can get like fight fixing. They could get like maximum odds, because there was, I think what was it, 10-1 odds for Sonny Liston, and he was a big heavy favorite at the time. That's when Muhammad Ali was stepping up. So boxing is in third, bruv. It's happening until this day, fam. Crazy, fam. Yeah. Frank Warren will send his sister to watch Joe Joyce versus Dakan while he gets up in the cameras in America during the Fury versus Wilder. I'm not sure whether unclocked him, yeah. I'm not sure whether Fury will be with Frank. Not gonna lie. I don't know what it is, fam. Yeah. Something seems fishy about that, because before he'll gas him up, he'll talk about him in every interview. Yeah. He will say, yeah, Frank is sorting it out. Frank's sorting it out. Now he doesn't even mention him. He only mentions Bob Arum. So I think they might cut Frank off anyway. And their family accused Frank of like doing the most. So Frank is not in the best eyes in the Fury, but these things happen. Would he go to the fight? I don't know. Do you know what? I would imagine so. These men got contacts. Even if the whole country's not allowed to get in, Frank will go get a pass somehow. I don't know why, but big up eagle-eyed football fan, yeah. Big him up, a big Crystal Palace fan. Speaking to him yesterday actually, yeah, with regards to the England versus Denmark reaction, bruv. Listen, fam, it's coming home. It's coming home, fam. Yeah, I'm gassed. Boom. The heavyweight division has taken another L, fam. This postponement has delayed it. AJ versus Fury versus AJ even further. Potentially not. Potentially not, fam. Fury might actually do this, fam. Fury might actually be a hero, fam. Fury might say, new day is, could be September the 30th, and then pull out again and say, and call it and say, look, arbitration said September 15th. Now we no longer have to fight because of COVID-19, fam. Yeah. And then he can say, hey, Jay, boom, let's land that door. Let's go Saudi Arabia, fam. Yeah. So Wilder, say no more, fam. I'll catch you in a bit, fam. Yeah. Fury, if there's anybody in the heavyweight division to do that kind of move, it's my man, yeah. Sonny Liston's wife and kids were held hostage while the fight happening allegedly, and if he didn't go along with the plan, he would never see him again. That is also true, fam. Triple single. That is also true. Yeah. Like, because they, like, the odds for that fight was so large that I think a lot of people put money on, I think, what was it? I think it was a third round KO. Yeah. And that third round KO, guys, bear in mind, in boxing, if you bet on a certain round, it's higher odds than if you bet like a win, loss, etc. So the odds for that year could have been what, 30 or 15 to 1 or something for that specific round. Yeah. So put 2 million down, you get 26 million pound in return. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, put 3 million, you get 39 million in return. Like we're talking bread, fam. Yeah, we're talking bread. Monique just got interviewed about the Fury news, and he is just saying that he doesn't listen to rumors. They're still trading today with Wilder. These men are crackers. I ain't gonna lie. Malik Scott compared Deontay Wilder, yeah, to what's it called? He compared Deontay Wilder to Muhammad Ali and the struggles that Muhammad Ali faced, which I think he said is the closest thing to Muhammad Ali. All right, so with Malik Scott, how do I say this? He's traded Deontay Wilder, and Deontay Wilder says some mad stuff. Yeah. So all I'm saying is that you can't be with Deontay Wilder for too long if you've not got something. Let's leave it at that. Boom. Top Rank is saying the fight is still on as far as they are concerned. So I'm hoping the fight is still happens for now. Country Road list, honestly. Top Rank also said that the AG versus Fury fight was going on. So right now, I don't know who to believe, fam. Yeah, when it comes to COVID outbreak, the only way that the fight could continue. Anyway, fam, I just clock, fam. Yeah, when there was a possibility that the AJ versus Fury fight was off, yeah. Some people said it's fake news, etc. But when it was actually reality, they weren't looking for solutions. You know, they weren't getting up saying, you know what, fam, yeah, Saudis, fam, come back to the thing, fam. You know, Saudis, like bring Wilder in the situation. And I don't know, we do a free fight deal, yeah? Let's do a 3-way deal to incorporate Wilder so that he can get the full benefit. They didn't actually do that. So now they're coming like this now, yeah? They try to find every other solution. Like I told, behind the scenes, these men are calling up all their brethren, fam. Just make like what we got to do, fam. Yeah? All of this energy went before, fam. Yeah? So hopefully this is all fake news. A lot of people are telling me it's fake news. So right now, you know what? I believe them. I believe you guys, yeah. But I would not be surprised if Wilder and Fury pulls out of this fight. Believe me. Because let me show you guys what I'm talking about, yeah? Hopefully he's still showing, yeah? The other day, I tweeted this, yeah? Literally the other day, I think it was about a few days ago, of marks on Wilder's face, yeah? Marks, he had like, he looked mash up, fam, yeah? Literally, let me show you guys what I'm talking about, yeah? This is what I said. Let me just get into a bit further, yeah? Bruv, I said, yeah, must be some tough sparring partners, fam, yeah? Let me show you what I'm talking about. Hold on, let me just read this, fam, yeah? If you guys see, I'm not sure whether you guys can see, yeah? You can find the tweet as well. My man's got marks everywhere, fam. Have you seen this lip, fam? This lip's not... He's not it's not natural for me. He's got busted lips, and his side of his jaw. I don't know whether you guys can see. This right cheek has got a bit of a cut. So, and when was this? Great question. Thanks for asking. When was this? Was the 5th? When was the 5th? This was on Monday, fam. This was on Monday. Guys, I'm sorry, but put it this way, I'm very, very skeptical. But nevertheless, guys, listen, I might have to holler at somebody to do an overlay for breaking news, because there's a lot of breaking news happening. Anthony Alfie being pulled. Oh my God, David Hay versus David Hay and Derek Chisora. What's that noise? Yeah, David Hay versus Derek Chisora have split. I am not surprised. I am not surprised. I'm going to talk about it for like half a minute and then I'm going to cut. Yeah, I am not surprised. David Hay and Derek Chisora cutting is like his. For them getting together, that was a surprise. Well, after the last fight where Derek Chisora. Hold on. What the hell, fam? I'm hearing some man noise, fam. Like something's getting summoned, fam. I don't know what's going on, fam. Yeah. But that fight, or those two individuals parted ways. Just Chisora last fight, he midway through he decided, you know what, I'm not gonna fight this guy, and David Hay had to call up Chisora's mum, Viola, and told her, look, like your son, he refused to take a fight, like he agreed for this, and he's about to pull out, and David Hay was stressing out. So I'm not surprised. This is like I would have expected. Probably David Hay would turn around and said, you know what, he's not listening to me anymore. Off you go. Seriously, like David Hay would do that because what, like Chisora will listen to, like, he will listen to his mum, but he won't listen to David Hay to train him. I'm not sure whether that means that he got rid of Buddy McGirt, because there's no point having a trainer for one fight and get rid of him and get another trainer for another fight. It's pointless. But that's with regards to that one. So heavyweights don't make weight, so postponement isn't a big deal in terms of heavyweight training. I trust Kopija more than others on this because he's a new head guy of boxing at ESPN. That is true, and that is partially true. Heavyweights don't have to make a specific weight, but they do have to hit a certain peak condition, if that makes sense. So their peak condition has to be to an extent where their body is like right at the top of the level. We're not talking like how do I say it? I don't know how to explain it, but when they start the training camp, to do like a slow burning peak, and then by the time it gets to fight night, their physical condition is at their most high. So even though they're not making weight, they are making a certain condition that, like, of stamina, physicality, etc., that would require them to win that fight. They may in camp want to hit a certain target, a weight target. So they may say with AJ, this fight we have to hit 250 pounds on the dot. Let's go for it. Let's do this because AJ, you're best at that specific weight. So let's work hard towards that. So to answer that, yes, to an extent, it's heavyweight, so the weight is unlimited. It just has to be over 200 pounds, but they have to hit a good condition. Fury's whole camp is vaccinated. You know what? If this fight camp is vaccinated, then I don't understand how you can have a COVID outbreak. That's part I'm not really getting, unless it's all just made up by somebody, which Mike Coppinger wouldn't make. Michael Benson don't just make things up on the spot. Something's happened. I don't know what it is. Something definitely has happened. Unless somebody credible has told them both that this is happening, something's gone on. The vaccine does not prevent you from catching the virus. It is designed to stop you from getting ill. If you catch it, fully vaccinated people can still catch the virus. That is also true. But I would imagine that a guy who is secluded in a training camp up in the mountains, blocked off from any sort of social life, his family, he's not seen them for a few weeks, and they've only got one person going to the shops and back, sort of like how Dilly White did it in Portugal. That is very difficult for a COVID outbreak to take place unless not every person was going by the rules, and you're bringing in some, and you were just wilding out basically. You know the way there, which is a bit crazy. Maybe sparring partners potentially, but if everyone's getting tested every other day, this is the part where I'm very, very confused. If everyone's getting tested every other day, then I don't see what's like how you could be in a situation where somebody in the camp may have tested positive. I really cannot like see that or grasp that kind of idea. But it's Fury's team, and if there's any team that I'm not fully confident in, it is his team particularly. But Fury was partying with Adrian. Yes, that brother. Thanks. This is what I'm saying. You man just jogged my memory, fam. I remember that. That was on the Billy Joe Saunders versus Canelo weekend where Billy Joe Saunders lost. Yeah, this is where he did a bet Billy Joe's dad. Yeah, getting pounded by the security guy. He just stood there, got bloody held back by the barriers. Yeah, went that night or that weekend. Or seriously, that night straight afterwards, when Billy Justin was in hospital, my man decided to party with, of all people, Adrian Broner. Big man think Adrian Broner might be a good vibe, you know. He might be a vibe. Adrian Broner from AB fam. Do you know what? He might be a good vibe. So I don't blame him, bro. But he was like Fury he was not responsible, fam. Like, but this was Fury's team. To be honest with you, I'm gonna be straight. If I'm a responsible person, okay, I wouldn't hire a team of irresponsible muppets, fam. Let's just keep it a buck. Yeah, if you are a sensible bloke, you wouldn't hire insensible people around you. Yeah, that is absolutely absurd. Like, of course, like if you're sending out CV letters and somebody who starts working for you and they mess up, okay, I can understand it. But in the boxing game, like, this isn't like a normal Primark job where somebody could work, like if you might own a Primark and or a JD Sports or a Foot Locker or whatever it is, and somebody can be incompetent within your team. I can grasp that. That's the part I can understand. But there's not many like people at that very high level that can do those necessary requirements to get you to the best peak condition for you to fight. Yeah, there's only so many world-class trainers you can pick from. There's only so many world-class cutmen you can pick from. There's only so many world-class bloody strength and conditioning guys to pick from, negotiators, promoters, managers, etc. So how, like, if you're an irresponsible person at that very high level, yeah, chances are you're gonna bring with you some very, very irresponsible people to partner up with you. Perfect example. Deji, yeah. Deji, who's K-Side's brother, was fighting on the TikTok versus YouTube event, and he hired a group of individuals to get him to be in great condition to fight and to training for that fight. Deji came out of the fight heavy, like he was like, looking like, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm out of shape, and I probably look half as good as him. I'm not even gonna lie, that like we're talking, he was very, very out of shape. And when you look towards his camp, it was a bunch of jokemen. One guy was like was goofing around in the corner, like we're talking a bunch of jokemen, yeah. And K-Side was pissed, bro. We said, why did you like hire these people? He said, Deji said, look, the only person that really motivated me and pushed me to get on, like to be a good condition and get me training, etc., was my girlfriend. So, and Deji at that time was moving very, very irresponsibly, and he was out of shape, etc. Tyson Fury's entire team is exactly the same. I'm sorry, bro. It's exactly the same. Like, very, very, very irresponsible. Shout out no Frank Ben, bruv. I'm pissed, bro. I'm pissed, bro. Yeah. Hopefully this is all fake. I really do hope so. This is all fake. Like that team, bro. These are the same team that let Wilder. You man are done for. The BBC have reported a fight so on. Fam, I won't trust none of these people, fam. I'm sorry, but BBC are saying it's off, is on. Bloody Top Rank saying it's on. ESPN, who wild if Fury's on, saying it's not. Mike Coppinger, Mike Benson are all saying it's off. Yeah. So right now, I'm very challenged on who to believe. Mike Coppinger barely lies. I'm not gonna lie. He barely gets a few things wrong, particularly things like this. This is not like this is not a made up story platform thin air. Something has happened somewhere. Yeah. Fury is a very irresponsible person. You don't see it, bruv. I don't see it happening, bruv. Bruv, no, but let me show you something, yeah. You man, like I over a good treat. Let me show you something, yeah. I said on the 9:52 on the July 5th, literally this Monday, yeah. Straight after Monday Night Smoke. Yeah, straight after Monday Night Smoke, yeah. I saw Fury on this, yeah. Bruv, if you man see, my man's got busted up lip and a busted up cheek, yeah? That was on Monday. You man seen this, yeah? That was on Monday. Busted cheek, or a scratch on his cheek, and a busted up lip. 48 hours later, my man's removed from the fight. Like by the end of the week, something's gone on. I don't believe none of this. Something stinks, bro. These man, where's the contingency for the contingency plan? Yeah, you know what's crazy? This fight was the contingency plan for the AJ versus Fury fight. Now, where's the contingency plan for this one? I'm not seeing it, bro. I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing like a contingency, a date that says, yeah, where if anything happens, if a COVID outbreak happens between this date and this date, yeah, we're going to have a secondary date, which is like a week or 2 weeks later, or secondary venue and a date booked in, ready to go. Should anybody have any little niggles, or should anybody suffer from any COVID, and we have to postpone the fight by a week or two, yeah. These men are getting paid to do that, fam. I don't know what these men are on. Sorry, but I'm sorry, but an irresponsible person hires irresponsible people to be around them, because the irresponsible people and the irresponsible person relate in so many different ways, from they're both reckless people, from and they're both risk takers. Yeah, like that's what I'm talking about. These men are not serious people. I don't think they're gonna, personally, I think they're gonna try and make it September the 25th or something, or September, was it? So let me just check the dates, from September the 25th they might make it. Lo and behold, they're gonna say, big man, arbitration, it got cancelled, fam. Arbitration is September 15th. This is September 25th. Can't do the fight anymore. Sorry. Yeah. Remember they tried to do that trick last year with Wilder, yeah? And they didn't work out, fam. They're gonna try to do the same thing again. That's how things work, fam. In the name of coronavirus, fam. They're gonna use the same reason that they got pulled into that fight because of a coronavirus a delay, to be the exact same reason as to why they put it out of the fight. It is a mad, fam. Yeah. Shout out Yuma as well. They need to vacate the belt if they can't fight. They're not. AJ, what's that belt? AJ. I think this is probably one of the reasons why the fight for AJ versus Usyk hasn't been announced yet. I think this is probably one of the reasons why. They probably will go to sign it like on the day that AJ versus Fury versus Wilder, for at least a week before, something very close for them to confirm that fight is going ahead. For them, if the fight is not being signed now, if I was in their situation, I'll be like, you know what, guys, let's just hold on for this signature for a quick minute, bro, because something might go down here. Anyway, Fury told Gareth A. Davis that the lip isn't cut, it's a cold sore. Bruv, it's a cold sore, fam. It's a cold sore, fam. Guys, let's take another look, fam. You men have to decide for yourselves. I've never had a cold sore in the middle of my lips. I've had cold sores, and I've had it at the edge of my lips. On the middle of my lip. No, sorry. Sorry. Oh, what about the cheek? Is that cold sore as well? Is this cold sore? I've never had a cold sore on the middle side on my side of my cheek either. But maybe it's something new to me. Maybe something new. Yeah? You might have to tell me, fam. Anyway, cold sore on the side of my cheek, bro. It's mad. Anyway, it's not a coincidence. Mike had the news first. He works at ESPN. Mike also was the first mention of September as a new month. Hopefully he's wrong, but it's a lot of detail. Bro, it's too much detail, fam. But to be honest with you, the September date, he could have just guessed that, to be honest with you. Maybe, yeah, he could have guessed that. Because if somebody told me that, like, they fight was cancelled, like, when do you think it's going to happen? I would have probably said September as well. So maybe he just assumed that. Like, that makes a bit more sense. Because I don't know what's going on in the US. Oh, because the Olympics is in August. That's why. The Olympics is in August. That's the reason why. That's the exact reason why. The Olympics is in August, and that's why they're getting it postponed. That makes sense. That makes sense. I can believe that. When is the Olympics from? Hold on. Olympics begins on the 23rd of July 2021 and ends this Sunday, the 8th of August 2021. So it makes sense. But yeah, Fury is trying to stabilize his weight also. He was skinny a month ago, now he wants to be 270. Again, another viable reason. A very, very, very viable theory. It is possible. It is very, very, very possible that could happen. But put it this way, guys. Anything that Fury says, don't listen to it, fam. Anything he says, don't listen to it. You've got to listen to anything official, bro. Boom. Yeah. If this guy says to you on your birthday, happy birthday, don't listen to him. Yeah. I check the date from. Yeah. It might not be a birthday and he might just drugged you and you know you're hallucinating. It's like something's like all I'm saying is he's very, very untrustworthy. And you know what? I used to really like Fury, but I'm sorry, but I can't trust untrustworthy people. Boom. Yeah, and probably his team is even worse. Let's carry on. Shout out Bulla fam, yeah. Big up. Yeah. Apparently it stands. Fight isn't officially cancelled. I hope you're right. I have really, really, really hope you're right. I really do. But something tells me that Fury could he pull out? It's possible he could pull out. Pull out of the Vladimir Klitschko rematch. So let's not get that. Let's not forget that part. Yeah, you forgot. Like he pulled out of that. Yeah, and he also pulled out of the Deontay Wilder rematch as well. Remember that? Like last year December, they were supposed to have their fight or scheduled in by, and they tried pulling out of that fight. So for him to be getting himself pulled out of a fight he already tried to get out of to begin with, yeah, it's not a wild theory to me. But hopefully the fight continues. Like for me, I'm thinking about the best interest for AJ and the best interest for Dillian Whiteman, yeah. And for me, we need these lot to fight. Yeah, hopefully this is all fake news, guys. But shout out to all you guys as well. Yeah, bro, this is last minute, fam. Yeah, so big up to all you guys who showed a lot of love as well from YouTube. Guys, click the like on this video. Yeah, if you're on YouTube as well, and if you're on Twitch, just sort of follow, etc. Fam. Yeah, Twitter, follow me as well. Twitter, I'll just release a video of AJ versus Usyk reactionable breakdown. Imagine if someone tells you that fight's not happening, fam. Yeah. Bruv, get your seatbelt strapped in, guys. Yeah, it's gonna be a rough one, okay? But thank you very much for this, guys. Please hit the subscribe button. But peace, love, and prosperity, guys, and I'm gonna catch you guys in a bit. Peace.